You when you find a YouTube video that you're just like, what the fuck is this animal though? I've never seen in my life. Is the fucking Mandela effect? Check out.
This episode was brought to you by CuriosityStream. The saiga is an antelope that looks like it's straight out of Star Wars. Unfortunately, the problems they're facing are far from being science fiction.
Like, what fuck? What the
Hi,
fuck is
I'm
that?
Danielle, and you're watching Animal Logic. The saiga is a critically endangered antelope that lives in Central Asia. They are the only extant members of their genus, and there are two subspecies. The Russian saiga, or Saiga
What the fuck are
tatarica,
those?
is found in Russia, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan in the winter, while the Mongolian saiga, or Saiga tatarica mongolica, is only found in, well, you guessed it, Western Mongolia. Their closest living relative is the springbok, which is really interesting because springboks only live in southern Africa, which is very far from saiga territory. Saigas are between 60 and 80 centimeters tall at the shoulder, are around 100 to 140 centimeters long, and weigh up to 65 kilos. Life in the steppes gets very cold in the winter, and like most other cold climate dwellers, saigas grow their coats out to adapt. Their coats also change color, from a sandy brown to a snowish gray in the winter. This helps with camouflage. Saigas are social animals. They typically form herds of between 30 and 40 members, but when migrating, they will form massive herds, 10,000 strong. It's an astonishing sight to be seen. One of the first things you'll notice about saigas are their amazing horns. Only the males have
I've never heard of a
horns,
saiga.
and they can measure up to 38 centimeters long, and they can have over 20 rings. The older the male, the more rings he has. Mongolian saigas have smaller
What type
horns,
of
measuring only about
simulation
20 centimeters long. They
are we
use these
living in?
horns for fighting over females. But the feature that really makes them look like aliens out of Star Wars is their nose. Their giant, gelatinous-looking nose. Their nostrils are bloated, significantly enlarged, and pointed downwards. Living in large herds in a habitat of semi-desert and plains, there tends to be a lot of dust in the air, and their nose helps them filter it out. Also, their enlarged nasal passage can warm up air entering their nose in the harsh winters of the steppes, and cool the air entering their nose during hot summers. During rutting season, when males are fighting over females, the male's nose gets even bigger. To attract a female, they will shake their heads, making an extremely satisfying squishy sound as their gelatinous nose shakes to and fro. This is their mating ritual. Females tend to choose a male with the squishiest, sloppiest, and blubberiest nose. I mean, who wouldn't? Unfortunately, the fun for the saiga stops with the nose shake. The story of saiga populations is a saga of peaks and valleys. Historically, saigas occupied a much broader territory than they currently do. Prior to the Holocene, they were found all the way from modern-day England, across Europe, Asia, Beringia, Alaska, and possibly even here in Canada, but over the years went extinct in this range. More recently, they were nearly hunted to extinction in the 1920s, taking their population from the millions to the hundreds.
Oh shit.
Fortunately, they were able to recover due to strict protections put in place by the USSR, and miraculously were able to thrive despite a strict population bottleneck.
I mean, look. If you want to see Saiga's straight out of Star Wars, I don't know if it's Mandela effect, but I've never seen it. So, it could be, and, you know, it might not be. Might be, might not be. What do you think? Tell me, down in the comment sections, stuff and things, and thank you for watching. Toodles.